that might be the Bussy brother. Okay, I'm a block. The idea that people didn't have slaves. Oh, the idea of people who didn't have slaves should apologize. That's bullshit, dude. Yeah, you benefited from it. Hold on. Yeah, you benefited from the slave trade. Let me get Nikki Ebony Care on here. Let's get on here, and it might be one of the Bussy brothers. Let's see. I knew it was this one. I knew it was the Bussy brother. Yeah, there you go. Let me get his ass out of here. Yeah, of course. We can tell. Yeah, I just wanted to double check and make sure. Let me get you out of here. All right. Yeah, I knew it was the Bussy brother. But yeah, like I said, yeah, we knew it was him. Now we can tell. Now we can tell he says pretty much the same dumb shit, and we just have to validate that it's him, so we can go ahead and block him. Yeah, so notice we can tell when it's him now. Yeah, we know it's you now. Your game is old. But like I said, we're going to have to start calling that out. Minister Farrakhan's words, that's not equal to the suffering that Black people have had to endure under the anti-Black sector in their society. So when they try to say, oh, this racism goes both ways, that's minimizing the abuse that they've inflicted on us. That's a very disrespectful thing. Shout out to my London people. Shout out to you. That's a very disrespectful thing. And again, a lot of things they do now, they start talking about how we have this allied thing, and they were in the civil rights movement with Dr. King. Family, don't let them run that game. Because, see, a lot of them in the anti-Black sector in their society are very good at playing both sides. They're very good at playing both sides of the fence. Just like in slavery, they'll say, well, yeah, some of us were with the Confederate, but some of us were with the Union. Well, one thing cancels out the other. So you can't get props. You understand? You can't get props because you played both sides. See, Black people, we don't play both sides. Black people, as far as our relationship to other groups over here in America, we've always been on the right side of history. We have never enslaved Jewish people. They've enslaved us. Black Americans, we've never created a movie industry to demonize them using deadly stereotypes. They've done that to us. Black people, we've never put them in concentration camps. Slavery and the plantations were forms of concentration camps. In fact, not only did we not do that, it was Black American soldiers who went over there to Germany and liberated the people. They helped liberate the people from them concentration camps. We never gentrified them. They've done that to us. You know, there are Jewish developers now, and rabbi business owners and homeowners and apartment owners and real estate developers right now, 2020, openly practicing anti-Black racism as far as housing right now. There's stories right now of them doing the same thing they've been doing. Yeah. It's been a very exploitive relationship. And we have to call that out and not be afraid to call that out. Yeah. See, we don't put all that pressure on one person. See, we can't put all that pressure on Nick. Nick is only one guy. And if they see Nick trying to connect to the grassroots in a very significant way, then they'll flip on him, which is what they're doing. Nick has had a very significant impact with his YouTube channel, with some of the people that he interviewed, me, Griff, Joy DeGruy, a lot of very good intellectuals. So they don't like that. They don't want this brother to use their platform that they gave him to flip and start waking other folks up and telling the truth. They don't want that. They're going to put a wrench in that. And we got to understand that going in. We got to understand that part of the game going in. And look, because see, niggas talk a good game. No, he shouldn't have done that. But no, if you're getting tens of millions of dollars, you can throw an apology out there. Yeah, my bad. No, we're talking chess moves. We're talking tens of millions of dollars. You can be strategic about it. My bad, I messed up. And then keep doing what you did. Yeah? I understand. Nick he's playing the game with them right now. He has to. They got to do the whole apology tour. They got to do all that old shit. Hey, I get it. I'm not mad at Nick, and don't be mad at Nick. This is a chess move game. Y'all look, y'all stop talking like y'all roll like me. Yeah, I can get away with certain shit. You dig? And then people get to talking like you can talk like my ass. Y'all have jobs too. No, Nick is gonna be good. See, the industry was gonna try to blacklist him, but let's be real. At y'all's jobs, y'all know at your job over there at Woolworth or Walmart, wherever you work, you know at your jobs over there at JCPenney's, you know at your job, y'all can't go in there talking a certain way. Y'all know that. Let's stop playing. Everybody stop acting like you're from fucking Wakanda. You know on your job, not only you can't talk how we're talking, you know you got to move different around white people at your fucking job, black folks. Let's stop being dumb. Nick let's stop. Because look, you know at your job, when them white folks be talking that stupid shit to your black ass, y'all got to sit there and go along with that dumb shit, and you know it, because you know if you start being contrary to the shit they're saying to you, that's going to fuck up your promotion. Let's just be real. Y'all can sit up here and talk all that black power shit you talking now. Y'all know when y'all go to work and Karen and Ken is at your job talking that stupid shit. Hey, Darnell, man, look at all these protests out here, man. What do you think about all the riots, man? Why can't you just protest without all the rioting? And your ass sitting right up there with your eyes bucking. They should stop stealing. Stealing is so wrong. Stealing ain't gonna bring nobody back. You be bucking your fucking eyes, so stop. All right? You stop. Because you know, you over here, you can talk that shit. You can say, hey, you know what? You know, people are rioting, people are looting, but people, you know, there's a bigger issue here, which is anti-black racism. You ain't saying that at your job. Let's be real. Y'all are not saying this at your job with them white folks. You ain't up there saying, hey, man, we got a problem with these race soldiers and this anti-black racism, and these race soldiers need to be punished. Nigga, they're going to be right there and human resources on your ass. Look, Sharquisha she's very angry. I'd like to file a formal complaint against Sharquisha. She's in there talking about Black Lives Matter. I think she had a weapon. She's very angry. She menaced me. She's very menacing. I just asked her about protest, and then she lunged at me. These white folks were being there lying on your ass, and you know it. They're being there lying their ass off. They're the masters of lies. Yeah, Sharquisha. Sharquisha was very angry. I just asked her a simple question. I asked her, Black Lives Matter, why are they killing so many people in Chicago? And she said, there's killing in white areas too. And when she said it, she pulled a billy club out of her purse. She was going to hit me with it. I was scared for my life, so I immediately came down here to Human Resources. And I think she's in the Black Panthers. I saw some stuff. I was looking at her Facebook page. There's pictures of Huey P. Newton and all of these black militants. She listens to that fucking Tariq Nasheed, a fucking race baiting asshole. She listens to his black ass. So they be in there having meetings on your ass and you know it. So y'all stop all this bullshit. They really hate my ass. Yeah. That's the worst they can say about me is I'm a race baiter because I codify my language. Yeah, they can't say I'm anti-white. They try to, but then I prove them wrong. That's what codification is about. Like, no, I won't prove that I'm anti-white. Well, you said this about white supremacists. Yes, white supremacists, not white people. All white people ain't bad, but the white supremacists ain't shit. They can't argue with that. What you gonna do? Defend white supremacists? See, that's how you get them. You got to know how to use your words. Use your words. I use certain words for a reason. They can't argue with that. When I talk about white supremacy, they can't really argue with that. You understand? That's codification, man. You lock it up tight. You lock that shit up tight. You must mean all white people. No. That's, you sound like a hit dog that's hollering, sir. I'm talking about white supremacists. If I was talking about white people, I'd just say white people, but all white people are not racist. They can't go nowhere with that. See, they can't go nowhere with that. They can't run with it, no, because it's too codified. Yeah. So the worst thing they can do is say, well, you're a fucking race baiter, dude. And that don't mean nothing. A race baiter just means a black person saying some shit they don't like. All right, don't like it. Yeah, you speak in codes in plain sight. When you start, that's why I get all that from Neely Fuller. When I get on TV, I talk about the police and I call them race soldiers. How dare you, Tariq? You can't call the police race soldiers. They're not police. If, sir, and I'm very polite, sir, where in the police manual do they say you shoot people in the back? You're not shooting white people in the back. Therefore, you're not doing the work of a police officer. You're a race soldier acting as a police officer. You dig? So I'm very meticulous about the words. Sir, I don't have a problem with police because a police officer who's acting in the vicinity of a police officer would not shoot a person in the back and then lie about it. When you do that, you're not a police officer whatsoever. Mm-hmm. That's equivalent to the Nazi soldiers. The Nazi soldiers, they were police, but they get punished for being soldiers who committed war crimes. They try to use the excuse, well, I was just doing my job as a police officer. No, you were committing war crimes. This is what these race soldiers are doing in the streets. When they're beating us up, these are war crimes. This is why I use terms like anti-black war. We got to codify the language. Yeah? We got to codify the language. We in here heavy. A lot of us are in here tonight. Yeah? But in the anti-black sector of Jewish society, which there is an anti-black sector, all of them are not anti-black, of course, but there is an anti-black sector of Jewish society. Look at my sister Tia. Everybody say what's up to my sister Tia Marie Sanders. Tia, what are you doing up this late, dear? Everybody say what's up to my sister Tia. She's out there in Michigan. Tia, what are you doing up this late? What's up, Patricia? Yeah, it's cowardly to shoot somebody in the back. That's not protecting and serving, shooting people in the back. And then all these white supremacists talking about how the person did this, the black. It's always some weak, crazy justification as to why they had to shoot a black person who's unarmed in the back. Let me tell you something, guys. Even if a person is guilty, you still don't shoot them. I don't be going back and forth with these white supremacists about the validity of why they shot an unarmed black person. Even if the black person did rob a bank or whatever the fuck they said he did, which normally they don't. It's just some random shit where a black person is standing around and just got shot by these race soldiers. Even if the person's guilty, you're still not supposed to shoot them. The Constitution has that, but again, they throw the Constitution out the window. This is why I always speak in terms of the Constitution. That's another thing. Codification, always speak in terms of the Constitution. Yeah? But, family, this whole thing where black folks have to sit back and apologize and we got to have a rabbi explain to black people about the pains of bigotry? Really? Family, when they start talking about their role in the civil rights movement, family, the anti-black sector in Jewish society, the role in the civil rights movement was very symbolic. Also, they played both sides of the fence. Well, we marched with Dr. King. That don't mean shit. That don't mean a damn thing. Everybody and their mama claim they marched with Dr. King in the 60s. That don't mean nothing. What's up, Mar Jones? You say I look different tonight? Well, I have my hair twisted up. My hair is twisted up, so that's probably why I look different. Yeah. And I'm tired a little bit. I didn't really get no sleep like I'm supposed to. But like I said, family, they'll talk about a couple of the Jewish guys who got killed with the black civil rights protester down in Mississippi, a couple of white sacrifices. They'll talk about that. But understand, a lot of folks don't know, and I broke a lot of this down on my broadcast last night. It was too much of that both sides of the fence thing going on in the 60s. You know? Who the hell is this? Like, what am I doing? The hell? Who is this nigga? Hold on. Who the fuck is this nigga? C Sharpie? Who are you, nigga? What are you talking about? Why are you in my chat room? Okay, we got fuck nigga energy. Mar Jones, you need some relationship help? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm about to get this bitch nigga up out of here, though. You're not gonna come in here with dumb shit. You know, every time we try to talk about some good information, you know what I mean? We got goofball shit. And that's, yeah. When they say that information isn't accurate, that's very accurate. Some of these folks would just lie, and I'm not going to live a lie. They'll try to lie about their role in the slave trade. They had a significant role. Again, you had some of the wealthiest people here during antebellum slavery was from their community. They know that. This is documented facts. Yeah. And again, in the 1960s, during the civil rights movement, I mean, look, we've never got an apology for the exploitation after slavery. Remember, after slavery, the freedmen, when they were, released out into society, what little money they had, you had a lot of those anti-black Jewish merchants who would set up shop and, manipulate black folks out of money at that time, that was a problem. A lot of black people complained about that. W.E.B. Du Bois complained about that. Hell, even in the 60s, Dr. King complained about the exploitive relationship that they had with the black community. And I talked about this last night when Dr. King wrote that letter from Birmingham jail. One of the people who was writing to was one of those anti-black rabbis who didn't want him to protest. Yeah. Yeah. Damn an apology. Dude, people from their community forget about words. They want anybody to take who takes a picture with Farrakhan got to apologize. And if you say the word Rothschild or bank, you got to apologize. But they haven't apologized for the years of vile, oppressive things that they've inflicted on Black people. Damn, if anybody's going to apologize, they need to apologize for Dan Burrows, people like that. Dan Burrows, and I've talked about him many times. Dan Burrows was a man who was a top-ranking member of the American Nazi Party during the Civil Rights Movement. I talked about him on my broadcast last night. Dan Burrows. He was a top-ranking member of the American Nazi Party. Dan Burrows was also a top-ranking member and a recruiter from the United Klans of America. Okay? The United Klans of America was the most violent Klan group in the 1960s during the Civil Rights Movement. I want y'all to write some of this shit down and research it, just in case somebody tries to say it's being no, we're talking history and facts. I'm talking straight history right now. Because if anybody's going to apologize, we need to hear some apologies from them. And people like Dan Burrows, ranking member of these groups. And let me tell you something. The United Klans of America, the group that he was a high-ranking member of, that was the same group that blew up the 16th Street Baptist Church and killed those 4 babies. You understand? Dan Burrows was one of the people in that organization that orchestrated the murder of our babies down there in Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all look up everything that I'm saying. Okay, let me get this. We got another white supremacist troll in here. Okay. All right. Got him out of here. But yeah, look that up. Yeah, I got him out of here. I got him out of here. Look up the United Klans of America. Yeah. What's up? You're from Huntsville? Yeah, that's the group. Yeah. Dan Burrows was the recruiter, who was a Jewish dude who was the recruiter for the United Klans of America, the same group. Now, they firebombed a whole bunch of Black people's houses back in the 60s, and they blew up the 16th Street Baptist Church, the United Klans of America. Dan Burrows was a high-ranking member and a recruiter for that organization. It was a nationwide organization. Dan Burrows. They're not going to tell you this. They erased this shit from schools. Yeah, apologize for that. Yeah, you're going to apologize for that. And they carried out a terrorist act, and they were right there along with them. And I talked about last night how other Jewish merchants down there in Alabama, Cousin Joe, Joseph Denneberg, he was a man who owned a pawn shop out there in Alabama. And again, the Jewish people were treated like honorary Aryans out there in Alabama at the time. They were treated like regular white people, and they were getting their Klan robes from that Jewish merchant out there. Cousin Joe, he was the one selling them guns and Klan robes. I talked about that last night. We're going to get some apologies. Start apologizing to us for shit like that. If we got to sit here and be called the Black community is anti-Semitic because somebody said Rothschild or whatever, well then y'all gonna have to start apologizing for all of these incidents of people within your community that has committed anti-Black atrocities. Yeah. What is Marmar Jones? What's her name? She's still okay. That's one of the Bussy brothers. I'm gonna block. Okay, I'm about to block Mar Jones, whatever your name is. Yeah, that's clearly a fake account. Okay. There you go. Yeah, your account is clearly fake. Okay. Man. Yeah, but that we're not going to play that game where we just going to sit down and just get berated and falsely accused because we get lied on enough, and that's a part of white supremacy, just projecting lies on black people nonstop in order to further victimize us. We got to stop that. We got to stop accepting people lying on us all the time and victimizing us. We deal with that on a daily basis with these damn Karens running around and all that garbage. You know? And speaking of racism, that white woman out there in Asheville, North Carolina, I just found out the woman who got hit, that racist white woman who had got hit by that fire truck, I talked about it last night when she was in critical condition. Her ass died. Shout out to Ogun. You said that's messed up, yeah? I said it's messed up. I'm just laughing. Yeah. Shout, let me tell you something. People had been trying to call the police on this piece of filth. This white woman was out there harassing black folks, harassing black children, talking like a pedophile. They called the police on that woman about 6, 7 times. The police didn't do a goddamn thing. And Ogun had to come through with the justice. Ain't Ogun good? People kept calling the police on this woman. They wouldn't arrest this terrorist-ass woman for nothing. And her stupid ass got hit by a fire truck and died. Shout out to Ogun. Ain't Ogun good? That's random as hell. That ain't nothing but the spirit of Ogun saying, we got this. I got it. We got it. Sometimes the ancestors just come on through real quick. Just like out there, especially out there in South Carolina, North Carolina, in that area. Remember, not too long ago, one of them former plantations, lightning struck that shit and the shit burned down. Random as hell. They keep a lot of those old plantations up as tourist attractions. Nigga, lightning struck that shit and the goddamn plantation burned down a few years ago. The ancestors be talking. They know. They like, let's get this shit out of here. Yeah. Okay, dog. All that damn snoring. Yeah. That's part of the game, you know. But sometimes, look, sometimes, going back to my brother Nick, you got to play the game. Sometimes you got to play the game until you get off the ship. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to play the game. You got to move a certain way until you get off the ship. Because when you're on their ship, you got to kind of play by the rules. Now, you can do things covertly as you can. But if you're on their ship, I understand it to a certain degree. Now, you ain't got to be no coon. See, there's a difference between just kind of moving strategically and just being a butter biscuit eating coon. You know, like a lot of these niggas, like on these sports shows and all that. Some of them just butter biscuit eating coons. But there's a difference between being a flat out coon and just being strategic. We better understand that. Being strategic until you get off the boat. Now, what does that mean? Now, let's go back into history. When some of the Spanish explorers first came to this land, some of them took native people from here and took them to Spain. Did y'all know that? This is in the 1500s. Let's get deep. One Native American brother, I cannot think of his name, I can't think of his name right now, but they took him from, I think he was from over there in the area that's now North Carolina, South Carolina. They took him on the boat. The conquistadors took him over to Spain. They taught him Spanish. He became a translator. Okay? So he, you know, they paraded him around over there like, hey, look at this Aboriginal guy, this Indian guy from over there in the new land. Well, it's not Esteban. No. Esteban came over here. Esteban came over here. Estebanico the Moor came over here. No, there was a guy from here. He was from a Native American tribe. It wasn't Squanto, I don't think. I don't think it was Squanto. But he was from a Native American tribe. But they took him over to Spain. And he was like almost a celebrity to a certain degree. You know, this is a guy from the New World. And he was a translator. And while he was over there, he was telling them about all this gold and all this fly shit. There's a fountain of youth. He knew what they wanted to hear because he was trying to get back home. So when they got on the ship to come back, he's still telling them about all this shit that, hey, man, when y'all go back to my homeland, man, y'all want gold? Man, we got mountains to that shit. Mountains of gold, man. They said, is there a fountain of youth? We heard there was a fountain of youth. Oh, yeah. There's a fountain of youth, nigga. You drink this water, nigga, you're going to be looking young than a motherfucker when you drink this water, nigga. This fountain of youth is not a joke. He's selling this shit. He was telling them about all this gold, all this riches and emeralds and diamonds they going to get. He's selling this shit. And, oh, man, it's a bunch of boys. There's a village full of bitches, nigga. It's going to be popping. I'll show y'all exactly where that shit is, nigga. So when they sailed back here, they landed out there in North Carolina, and the Indian guide got off the boat. That nigga got off the boat and ran in them fucking woods, and they ain't seen that nigga since. They ain't seen that nigga or heard from none of them bitches or found none of that gold. That nigga got off that boat and got the fuck on. That nigga was finessing the whole time. He told them what they wanted to hear till they brought his ass back home and got off that boat and ran right up in the woods. And they don't know what happened to his ass. He's never to be seen again. So he was finessing and playing the game until he got off the boat. On my Sunday show, I'm going to find out my brother's name again. I can't think of his name. It's right off the tip of my tongue. Say, was he related to Future? That nigga bounced after he done sold all that shit about gold. That's what they were looking for. When they were talking about looking for all that gold and fountain of youth, he was telling them all that stupid shit. You think all that, when Ponce de Leon and Balboa, they were all looking for the fountain of youth. They were getting finessed by the fucking native dude. He was telling them what they needed to hear so he can get back to the crib. Like, yeah, there's a fountain of youth. There's a pool of pussy, nigga. We got all that stuff. Is it Squanto? I don't think it was Squanto for some reason. I don't think it was Squanto. No, because Squanto was at the first Thanksgiving. Okay. Squanto was like a low-key coon. Yeah, Squanto was kind of a coon. So I don't think it was Squanto. It was another dude. I can't think of his name. You know? You think I support... What the fuck are you talking about? Wait. Hold on. You think I should support... Well, what do you mean? You think I should support? And you support your damn self, nigga. I'm not an ad agency. Get on here. What are you talking about? I mean, you think I should have spoken supportive? What the? Why? If I want to support something, I'll support it. Now, also, now you say you think I should have supported what now?
Man, it was a big movement what NFAC did, and I think you not support because I know you've well educated and well versed on different people's backgrounds, so you don't want to align yourself with certain things. But it was a big movement, man, what they did with the march. And man, I follow everything you do. I've seen all your films. Big
Bruh,
support.
stop. Wait, bro. I did a whole broadcast giving them props on that, so that's why I'm lost.
Oh, I must have missed that. I take that on
Okay,
the chin.
okay, there we go. There's a miscommunication. I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say, oh,
miscommunication. But
there we
I
go.
will
Oh,
say this: you spoke on Maryland too, right?
what I say about Maryland?
And you were right when you said that it was a bunch of buck breaking plantation
Oh
breeding farms, right?
yeah.
I too. First of all, bro, I'm so glad you hit me. You know what I mean? I follow you, bro. Big
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
Love you to death. You, your family, everything. I support any and everything you do, you touch.
No doubt.
But also, when you talk about Maryland's history when it comes to the blacks, you got to remember that PG County is in the top 5 of the top 10 richest black counties in the United States.
Oh yeah.
Which is so, and I mean, it kind of sounds divisive, but we don't really, honestly, in this area, we don't really acknowledge Virginia as much and Baltimore as much. We kind of think of them as like they're not a part when they really are. But PG County is one of the most progressive black areas in the United States before Atlanta was what it is.
Yeah, I know about
And
Prince George County. Oh, I'm very familiar with that area. I'm very familiar with it.
and
Yeah.
then also on your statement that you was talking about as far as the breeding farms, I agree with you on that because a lot of that family bloodline, their last names were the Proctors.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's a heavy history, man. It's very heavy and it's a very complicated history. And you know, I got a lot of love for Baltimore. Hey, when I go to Baltimore, man, they show me nothing but love. But when I see some of that ratchet shit, them out there, people twerking on cops and all that stupid shit up there in Philly, yeah, that's unacceptable. That shit is unacceptable, and it has to be called out wherever it is, not just out there in Baltimore, but anywhere.
And that's complete coonery.
Yeah,
and
it's
not on code.
Yeah,
it's not on code, and I agree with foundational Black Americans. And you actually gave me a form of liberation when you came up with foundational Black Americans, because I used to ask my grandparents all the time, like, y'all got any thought of slavery? Did y'all ever do any of that? And they can't stamp it.
Yeah.
Like they can't. They have yet to. I had aunts that lived to 109.
Wow.
I met a guy yesterday who is 99 years old, Black man, no walker, no machinery, nothing to help him breathe, and everything like that. I seen somebody say that I'm non-FBA. I am, you know what I mean? I'm foundational Black American. I'm from Landover, Maryland. My family comes from close to Lynchburg, Virginia.
Yeah.
Pops raised in tobacco farms, not as a slave, but as family business.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, man, I respect everything you do.
Much respect. Let me get some of these other calls. But yeah, but like, I supported those brothers out there in Georgia, man. I gave them major props on that. So yeah, there was some miscommunication. That's why I was a little confused when you said I didn't support that. I'm like, I supported that shit 100%. I love that shit they did out there.
Yeah, that's my correction. That's my fault.
Yeah.
I stand on that.
Yeah. All right, brother. Thank you so much, brother.
Hey, thank you.
All right. Yeah, the energy was getting a little weird. The brother didn't have no shirt on and his head was in a bun. So I didn't want it to go. But shout out to that brother. It was a miscommunication. There was a miscommunication. What's up, Simply K? Get your ass on here, Simply K. Let's get Miss Simply K on here. Yeah, he was cool. There was miscommunication when he said about the whole not supporting the brothers out there at the march. I'm like, whoa, that kind of, whoa. It kind of threw me off. K, hop on.
Let me turn the light on. Look, I'm a bonnet on and shit.
Yeah. Take that bonnet off and let's see them tracks. What's up, Kay? Oh, hey. 2 fucking scarves on.
I gotta lay the edges down, you see.
Lord, well, that weave ain't gonna move an inch, ain't it?
I'm not gonna play with you. Hold on, let me get it
Lord,
together.
let's see what's going on under them rags. Let's see what's going on. Hey, you got the baby hairs locked down.
You're not gonna go in on me though. That's what we not gonna do.
The baby hairs look good, but you got them motherfuckers wrapped up tight. boy. Look at that. Go ahead, little thick Beyonce. I see you. What's going on with you? Oh, it looks good. You must have just got
Good.
it done.
I'm just listening.
You just got your hair
Today
done.
I did.
It looks good. Who did your hair?
Yeah. I keep getting
Hold on. Hold on. You break.
interrupted. They see my boyfriend see me on live. He like, oh, this nigga trying to cap.
No. Well, what city you in? Okay. Oh, why? You breaking up?
Got my hair done, but I appreciate you doing everything that you do. I really be listening for sure. I take light into everything that you say, and it's some good shit. I've been on Hidden Colors since I was 12 years old. My mother made us watch it and write shit about it and made sure we was on it. So, yeah, it's what's up.
Yes. What city you in, Kay?
I'm in Mobile, Alabama.
Shout out to Mobile. Damn, you out there in the cut.
Yeah.
Man. What's going on out there in Mobile right now?
Nothing really. It's quiet. It's nothing. Thank you guys. Y'all sweet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now they're gonna be all in your DMs now.
Let me get the good angle.
Yeah. So anyway,
Look, I try to get flued out. Now I'm just
yeah. You gonna get flued out. You're gonna be in Atlanta next week with the fucking mask on at the airport and shit.
Oh God.
All right, dear. Let me let you go. Thank you.
All
dear.
right, for sure.
All right, that's Kay. Kay is cute. Yes, she is. Down. It's what, man? Oh, cause now y'all niggas about to be all up in her damn DMs. Niggas gonna be in the DMs with a mask on your balls. Y'all niggas, I can already see y'all getting in them DMs right now. Man. So her teeth are good. Man, well, nigga, you are you used to dealing with raggedy mouth women? What's up, Queen Nefer? I see you over there. Yeah, she's trying to get flued out. Man. But I'm gonna find out the name of that Native American. God damn it, it's bothering me now. I can't think of his name right now. I got to get the name of that Native American. But someone says she wild thick. What's up, Jesse World? How are you, Jesse World? What's going on with you, Miss Jesse World? So, Lisa, you say you're a girl and you always notice teeth. Yeah. Motherfucker's mouth is very important. Yeah, people's mouths are very, very important. What's up, Olive Juice? I'm talking about that now. I've been talking about that all night, about the whole Nick thing. I hope that doesn't affect the whole Dr. Sebi documentary. You know? Hope that doesn't affect that. You know? Yeah, that Native American prison, man. That's crazy. When the Native Americans about to build a prison. I think, is that out here in California? I forgot exactly where it is, but now. Yeah, they about to build a prison and get a contract with the state and all this old shit. So yeah, they about to, we know who they gonna put in them prisons. By the way, sweetie, you got a sigh? Yeah.
No, I told you they didn't have it. I was gonna go to the store and I just thought I'm like,
Nah, damn.
I guess
This is midnight.
she's close.
And the sigh be busting right now. Yeah. The documentary is Nick's joint. I think he has exclusive rights to it. Yeah, look at Lulu's ass. Lulu laying on mommy's feet. Yeah. Oh, big lazy dog. We might have to get another playmate for her. What other dog should we get for Lulu?
Like being on that herself.
Yeah, because she don't like being outside alone. She get the whining, but if she had a playmate out there in the backyard to run around with her ass, she'd be good. Man. But that prison out there that they're building, the Native Americans, that shit is they're gonna be trying to house black folks. And again, they keep talking about this is a con game that they're going to keep running these fake reparations announcements. They keep saying they're going to give reparations, but then when you read the paperwork, it's some old trick bag minority business loan. It's some real trick bag language. Family, we have to reject that at all cost. Not only do we have to reject that, family, when these politicians, because there's a lot of these liberal politicians that's doing it, we're going to have to start letting them know we'll get your ass up out of office if you keep doing that shit. We'll specifically just go vote locally just to get your ass out of office, or try to do some kind of recount, just do some kind of expungement of you in office and just put your name out there on that Summer Jam screen of showing you as being a fraud. We're going to have to start letting these folks know, if y'all keep putting this trick bag shit out here, we're taking that as disrespect. Family, this is how we're going to have to roll. You know what we're going to probably have to start doing even better than just voting them out, just publicly shaming their ass. If they sit around here pulling this move where they're going to talk about reparations and then we're going to include Native Americans and minorities, folks need to show up with their cameras and their picket signs saying that politician so-and-so is an anti-Black fraud. Yeah, me and Nick already chopped it up earlier. We texted each other earlier, so we're good as far as that. We're going to have to start making those kind of moves. We're going to have to just start calling these people out and making a scene about it. Recall, that's the word I was looking for. But not just recalled, because what is more effective, getting your camera phones, getting people outside their offices, saying, hey, this guy is pushing some fraudulent anti-Black policies, and if you're going to be deceptive, we're going to call you out publicly. Who's in the hospital? The making of Mary Jane? But Tamar is in the hospital. Tamar Braxton? What's wrong with Tamar Braxton? I hope she's all right. Mm. Yeah, because let me tell you something. These politicians, a lot of these are like little unknown. They're real low key. They're known locally, but they're kind of low key people. You put their ass on Front Street, now their name is associated with something negative. Oh shit, oh my God. Tamar Braxton tried to commit suicide? Oh my God, man. Wow. God damn, man. I don't like that shit. Wow. Well, prayers up to her, man. I hope she's all right. How long would she do that? She got a son. Prayers up for her, man. I hope. God damn. Look. This quarantine thing, it takes a toll on people. This thing really takes a toll on people. And, I think emotionally, Tamar was already going through some things. I think she was already going through some things emotionally, and I don't know what happened in her childhood. Again, they grew up out there in that Baltimore, that Maryland area. So we don't know what's going on. I want that sister to be all right. I like Tamar. I hope she's going to be fine. I hope she's going to be fine. You don't know what people are going through mentally. Yeah, you don't know what people are going through mentally. I don't know too much more about the situation, but I'll look into it, and hopefully she'll be all right. Especially just for your son. You have a son. You don't see nothing about it? Okay. I'll look into that. I'm doing this live now, so this must have just came out, and I'll have to look into it. Yeah, I think something happened to her when she was younger. I do. I think, and look, I told y'all about, out there in that Maryland area. I done talked about that. The blast, attempted suicide, rushed to the hospital. What's up, Poetic Vision? Oh, no poems tonight. We don't need no J Slims. Yeah. Stay strong. Yeah, man. Look. These are trying times right now, man. Man, this very trying times right now. You're under a system of violent anti-Black racism. People can't go out the house. A lot of these artists can't get out here on the road like they need to. So you stuck in the house, man. That shit will drive you fucking crazy. That shit will drive you crazy. You know? And, you know, there's stuff going on in that sister's family, you know. So, what's that? So you're going to add these other girls but you? Okay, you sound like one of the Bussy brothers. Okay, yeah, that's you clearly one of the Bussy brothers. Dude, you know it's clearly you. Okay? And I'm not going to click that. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much on lockdown. You can't really go to large public places. You can't go to like events. You can't go to the gym. You know, that shit takes a toll on you. You got kids. You can't take your kids to amusement parks. You can't do social things. Human beings are very social people. Yeah. I don't know when Buck Breaking is coming out because, again, that's another thing. We haven't been able to travel like we needed to because there's so many different restrictions that's going on and off. So we haven't been able to get out here and travel like we needed to, you know. But we're going to get in the mix. The state of emergency is extended until October. Yeah. Y'all wore masks at the skating rink. What's up, Galley P Designs? I think I had you on here before. Let's get you on here again. Yeah, I heard
Yeah, my phone don't work. My regular phone don't work on your lives. I have a Samsung S9. We discovered that last time. But I also need for you to send me a way to send you these cards.
okay, email me. Email me and I give you our office address and and then you can get those out to me.
Where's
I
the
can
email at? I tried to find it, but I couldn't find your email.
you can
Is it
info@tariqelite.com. That's the
okay?
easy. All right. All right, thank you, dear. I can't see it. I wanted to see it.
I know. All right, bye-bye.
All right. Okay, how do I get your ass out of here? There you go. Okay, let me see. Look like I got people asking questions.
This is that Caitlyn Jenner will be Kanye's running mate.
Who?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn. Oh, Lord. The Caitlyn Jenner will be Kanye's running mate. Lord, that'll be a train wreck. So did Tory Lanez shot Megan? Why did he do it by accident? What is this about? I've heard about this. Did he shoot her by accident?
She never even said it. She's not explaining it.
Yeah. That's a weird story. That's a very weird story. What's up, Hollywood Lash? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know the gist of that. So it sounded like an accident. He shot her big toe off. Lord. He shot her twice. No. He shot her in the pinky toe. Because niggas are saying anything. I don't know what's the truth. The pinky toe, the big toe. What's up, sour milk? Wait, I said sour milk. It's no. So you're Malik. So you're Malik. He shot her in the pinky toe. Okay. She said it was on. Okay, I don't know. People are saying different things. Oh, they posted a video of the shooting? I said sour milk was. It was a fight. This nigga, I know this nigga didn't just shoot her because they were fighting. I don't. I got to see the details of it, so I don't know. Because she wanted to get out the truck. Okay, that sounds like some narcotics was involved if you're doing some shit like that. Yeah. Count his days. Oh damn! Wait, so the people sending threats to Tory. Oh, was all right. I gotta look into it. He shot her twice in the foot. Okay, yeah. And ain't Megan's? I know she's clicked in with some folks out there in Houston, so I don't know. I have to look into it.
They were in the concert there and their friends. So.
I have to look into it. Tori's a little dude, yeah. So it was domestic violence. Yeah. He pulled a gun on a lady for Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that because them Houston cats, you do some shit like that. Niggas don't really fuck around like that. So yeah, you down there doing some shit like that. So I don't know. Yeah, that's a bad look, definitely. So she won't be twerking no more. Y'all stop. Yeah, it was Harlem Nights. How tall is Tory Lane? People keep talking about how small he is.
He's like my height.
Damn.
They were talking about his mugshot.
Yeah.
And they were laughing that it said like 5'4". Like, what's so funny? You all know he's small.
Damn, his mugshot said he was 5'4".
It was something like 5'3", 5'4", or something very short.
Yeah, I know they arrested him. Yeah, if he shot her on purpose, yeah, that ain't gonna be no good look for him. Yeah, he's Canadian. I know that. Well, I've been on for a minute. What's up, Coco Berry? Yeah, he's Canadian, Trinidadian. Yeah. Little black boy. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Megan is following. Yeah, speaking of, it was a little white boy who shot his brother, man. He's 13-year-old white boy shot his little 9-year-old brother. And they were playing cops and robbers. And the 13-year-old was like, well, shit, he didn't comply, so I shot him. And they're charging, this happened. I forgot what this is. I don't know what this is. I forgot the city. But yeah, they're charging the 13-year-old as an adult for murder. That's some cold shit. That's how insidious white supremacy is, because these white kids sit up here and watch black folks get killed every day, and their parents sitting up justifying that shit. See, this is how poisonous white supremacy is. This is a sad story, but this is the poison of white supremacy. Yeah, they were playing cops and robbers, and the little boy said, well, I shot him because he didn't comply. Shot his brother, killed his brother. They've normalized this shit in these white households. Yeah, both white. They're white. These are white kids.
Wait, how did he get a real gun?
His dad. His dad had a gun in the house. Yeah, white. While we play with toy guns, let me tell you something. It's very common for white people to have their kids running around here with real fucking guns. Why do you think these schools be getting shot the fuck up all the time by these little white kids? These little white kids begin access to guns when they're like 10 years old, dude. These white parents immediately put a gun in their kids' hands. When y'all see these school shootings all over the place, who do you think they're getting the guns from? Look about 12 and 11-year-olds be shooting up fucking schools. Yeah? And their parents never go to jail for it. Let me tell you something. What's up, Cousin Jerry in the house? Shout out to my cousin Cousin Jerry in the house. Everybody say what's up to Cousin Jerry. Nigga, when we get guns, we got to go through all types of checks, and oh my God. If a black kid shoots up a school, which we don't do, little black kids don't shoot up schools like that. Nigga, the mama gonna get arrested, the dad, the uncle, the last 5 people the gun was registered to, everybody's gonna go to jail. They never send these white kids' parents to jail. They never do that. My cousin Jerry be having his gun game on fleek. Cousin Jerry, I've been meaning to call you. I want to ask about those guns that you can get. I think they're called 80% guns, some shit where they send you half the gun and then you put it together. What is that called exactly? Y'all know what I'm talking about, where they can send you a lot of